Okay, so today I finally have my recipes coming in. As you can see, we've got a couple of recipes that are flowing into here, and I just wanted to do a few updates this evening on the application before I log off. So I've got this. Okay, we can scroll. I wasn't really sure if we could scroll, but we can scroll, so that's good. And now I'm gonna just start kind of going through the next portions. All right, so we want to show the category color as a small dot next to the category text. Use circle.fill. Okay. I feel like I can do that. You want to know what I'm trying to remember how to do though is how do I show the preview? Huh. I'm like sure there's a way. All right, so this is gonna be in views, and then we want our recipe card, and in our recipe card we will have the color. So we want to show the category color as a small dot next to the category text. Use circle.fill. Although I don't think I have like a color coordination with it, but we can certainly try. Okay, I got text emoji, and this actually is not working, and so I think I'm okay to remove the emoji for now. Actually, if I go into the website, do I even have an emoji? I'm not really sure. I thought I had gotten rid of that feature, so I am curious. Alright, so we got Clerk as the authentication. I've used Clerk a number of times, and I think that it works very well, at least for the level of applications that I am using. So this is the desktop application that I'm trying to put into a iOS app. And as we can see, I do believe I got rid of the emojis. There used to be emojis next to the name, because the old way I would keep track, I would put like a little salad emoji for things that were a salad and a little fish emoji for things that were fish, and so on, but that just did not look good here. So I did remove that, and so now I'm thinking that we do not need this text emoji, so we can go ahead and get rid of that, and instead we're going to try a circle dot fill. And this part I'm not so sure of if I'm being perfectly honest. Category dot color. Do we have a color for the category? I don't think so. I don't know if we've brought those in yet. If we go to our models and we go to our category, let's see, case, lunch, breakfast, nope. Default category string, that's a, okay, color hex. All right, so we're gonna use the color hex. So we got category dot color. Why isn't that coming in? That is my one question. All right, nutrition. Category dot, oh. Because we just need category dot hex color. Why is that not dot fill? Because it's a color hex. Do we need to say string? String dot, maybe we just do category dot, I'm not sure actually. Color hex, yeah, okay. Oh wait, that's the case. Question is, do I use the coding keys? I think I use the coding keys. Okay, so if that was the case, coding keys. And okay, what I want to figure out here is I would like to know how to tab between the different windows. I don't know how to do that on Xcode. How do I tab between the different files in Xcode? That would make things so much easier than having to constantly take my hands off the keyboard. I'm really not into that. That's why generally I'll be using Vim, but in this case I can't. Okay, Control Tab. That's what I thought. Cycles through the different open tabs, but that's not happening here. Control Shift, or you can. I don't think so. Command Tab? Nope. In X code Control plus Tab doesn't seem to work, and I'm just not sure why. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Command Shift. Shoot. Oh, but that's cool. I didn't know you could. Okay, so see, you can start to learn stuff. That doesn't work either. Nope. Can you please check my Xcode config? Maybe some keyboard shortcuts got messed up. And maybe that'll help, you know? Key binding file is empty. Xcode is using built-in defaults. Issues most likely command shift being intercepted by macOS. Yeah, I mean, I am. You know what? Oh, wait. I don't know. I guess for now, I'm going to move on. And I'm just going to use this. So, we do want to do category dot color hex. Okay, so now it pops up. Fill. Instance method fill style. The default category you built in lesson 4. Circle dot fill. I always like. That's not what I wanted. I also don't know how I did that. Okay. What is the syntax error here? Because is it going to, okay, expects a shade style like color, but you're passing it a string. You convert the hex string to color first. Category color. Oh, is that it? That'd be cool. Because it is just, well, it is a string. Value string has no color hex. Fill category color. Your recipe model already has color computed properly. It's exactly this. It's a color hex extension. Can I do? Like this? Value optional type color. Okay, this is still giving error. This is still giving error. Let's see. Let's see if it knows what's going on here. Turns color optional, color fill, color hex, category color hex. Okay. Oh, because it can be null. So we're gonna default it. Optional type color. Color dot fill, color hex, category, color hex, or gray. Wait, what? Oh, it disappeared. Well, there's our problem. We want dot gray. Like that. But all right, so we still got a value type string has no member color hex. Value type string, no member color hex. Value type string has no member color hex because category is a string is not. The variable category is being treated as a string rather than a recipe category. Share the code. Oh, it is a category. So we just need to pass in the hex. Alright, see? So color hex is equal to string. And we will just pass in that color hex. Perfect. And then in our recipe view card, we're gonna go here and we're gonna do color hex is equal to color hex, just like that. Recipe color hex. Recipe dot category dot color hex. No? Well, it's the recipe dot category. Okay. Still getting string has no member. Here is my code. Recipe dot because we have the recipe dot category. Let me check. All right, it's going through there for us. Recipe category is just a string. It's the category name, not the recipe category object. So there's no color hex on it. You have two options. Just pass the string. So what would that be? Default lowercase. Already having category Swift that maps. All right, let's try that. So we're gonna pass default category, and we're either gonna use the raw, or we're gonna use the raw value, which is either gonna be recipe dot category dot lower case dot color hex, or we'll use gray. E93. Raw value. No? Okay, or this. So category dot lower case. Oh, is that how we couldn't just say lowercase, we had to say lowercase? Why does Swift have to be like that sometimes? Oh, okay, are we? I think we're good here. I think we're good to see if that works. Oh no, no color named this thing was found the asset for main bundle. Uh-oh. Okay. That's actually, so those are the colors that that my app uses. So I am gonna want those in there. I don't know how to put those in there. But those are like the main colors of my application. So I'm definitely gonna want those. So I'm curious where these go in. Somewhere is being called instead of color hex. Oh, is that? Okay, that's how it is. Color hex. Looks up the name from your asset. All right. So I had to put in the hex. Let's see if this works. Whoa, those are some big circles. Can we make the circles a little smaller? Circle dot fill. How do I make the circles smaller? These are also like different. The way the colors are rendering are a lot different than on the application. Here's how they render here. Let's see what Chicken Tostada renders as. It's like a nice purple, you know? A and then here's this weird bluish purple. I guess these are actually, I wonder how these would look. And I also wonder if it's because these aren't like the full color, but they're an offset since I'm using Tailwind here. So that is a possibility. Okay, so I'm gonna do a frame width height. All right, dot frame width. I'm gonna do 10. I feel like, I don't know what 44 is in relation to, but that feels much too big. Does it not, it doesn't re-render? I have to like replay the whole thing? It's probably painful to watch. How do I bring up the, what is it called, that allows me to see into the future before I build preview? That's the preview. How do I bring up the preview? Okay. Alright, so 44 is actually not too big. So is that must be the number of pixels, but because the pixels are so small on an iPhone, that's what 10 pixels looks like. That's pretty crazy. Alright. So we've got these recipes coming in. I'm pretty happy with that, pretty stoked on that. So let's stop and let's definitely do 44. And then preview. Okay, option command return toggles the canvas preview. So option command return. Option command return toggles the canvas preview open close, but that is not happening for me. Canvas on the right, yes. That's all part of the learning process, is also just learning how to use your IDE. Like, this is tough. Okay, that's not it, I don't think. Let's try again. Option command return. Oh wait, see? Okay, so that is going there, side by side comparison. No, that's not what I wanted. How do I get rid of this? Oh no, okay. Okay, so that's my diff. Cool. Tab. No. I don't understand. I want navigators, inspectors, preview. Can I not show a preview? Show related item, show top level. Am I able to show a preview? That's all I want. That's all I really want. It's just to be able to see a preview. Code review. Find, navigate. Why am I not able to see a preview? Editor, there we go. Canvas, layout. Selection, structure, code, font, theme, inline, mini maps, code coverage, invisible lines. Create snippet. Let's see. Preview. Am I able to? Yet. I don't know. Honestly, I'm at kind of a standstill. Yes, but only if the file has a preview block. Oh, okay. That's why. Here we go. All right. And look at that. That was the answer. It's because I didn't have here. I've got a preview block, but down there on the recipe card view, I have a preview block, and it's going to preview on the file that I'm in, like the one that I'm in. I guess if I'm going into different views, I don't fully understand that yet. Let's see if this can render into something. It says it's booting up. And then how do I toggle? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck is happening here? What? I didn't ask for that. Okay, but I am curious of what that does actually, so I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Wow, it really takes a long time to render. Catch the last successful fetch in a state variable, so navigating back to the tab doesn't re-show the spinner trick. If viewModel.recipe is empty, oh wait. Okay, that's a pretty good exercise. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do today. Was not a lot, but I also didn't have a lot of time. I hope you got something out of this. Maybe you got nothing, but if you want to continue to watch me as I build this out, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.